Hey y'all. Wow, the light in here is weird tonight. Hey, so, happy Tuesday. This is your Tuesday tip. Look at my bangs. Man, I need a haircut. Anyway, I'm gonna do a pedi demo for you guys. I tried to do this a couple weeks ago and my video was corrupted when I was done and I just had a blank screen. So I'm gonna do this live and hopefully, hi Deborah, hopefully that takes care of my tech issue and you guys will actually see the demo. Fingers crossed. So before I get started on that though, a few things. I've got some more stock in, so I'm gonna do a new flip album for you, a new video. Ugh, fried, y'all, fried. I need a haircut. Anyway, I'm gonna do a new flip video for you guys as soon as I'm done with this. I'll hop off and I'll do another live right away. And then I've got some of the new spring sets back in. Hey Trisha, hey Steph. So I'll do a new album. What else? So Color Street is not going to have any restocks until Thursday. They came out and did an announcement yesterday and I just didn't get a chance to hop on before now and let y'all know what was going on. So as you guys have probably seen, our stock has been going so fast that we just can't keep up. So home offices working their little butts off, but we've had tech issues with the website just being completely overloaded, and then we just can't keep stuff in stock. So they have pretty much shut down the website for a couple of days, and they've got tech working on it. They had a little stylist only, like they invited specific stylists today to do a demo or a test and see if they had basically stress test the site and see if they had fixed the problems that we were having. So they're working on it. And then they're right now getting the second packing machine up and running. So that's gonna basically double our output. So they decided to hold off on restocks until they had all that done so they could restock instead of like 100,000 at one time, 100,000 sets, they could restock like 1 million. So hopefully that's not so frustrating and like Black Friday every day when they do a restock, because I know like a lot of people just weren't getting the sets and it was pretty aggravating. So hopefully this fixes it. If not, at least gives them a jump start. So that's what's going on with that. That's why you didn't see a restock notice from me yesterday or today. Basically they will be restocking on Thursday and pretty much 40 or 50 different sets should be available in mass quantities. So if you're wanting to shop, that'd be a good time to do it. But I'll let you know once they release more information on what's going on. Okay, so there's gonna be a little bit of joggling with the camera as I put this down on my tripod to do the pedi demo. So y'all, hold on. I am not great at doing pedicures. It's not really my jam, but this, can y'all see? I think you can. I had it set up at the right angle. Let me see. Let me refresh on the computer and see if I can see your comments up here. So I'm going to do Fort Worth It. This is a resealed set. Shh, don't tell. And I'm just gonna cut, sorry. I'm just gonna cut this open. And y'all, I don't use, there it is. Okay, I just want to see the comments. Sorry, I'm messing with the computer again, trying to see your comments. Okay, so I don't use the pedicure straps very often just because my toes, look how little they are. Like that one is teeny tiny. Like what's the point? So I normally just use leftovers from a manicure set. So today I just pulled out Fort Worth It because it looked happy and you know, why not? But y'all, I don't use the sets like you would expect for pedicures. So, you know, like for a manicure, I'll match up web matches and I'll lay them all out. This, not so much. I know that I need the biggest one for my big toe. And then I will use the two smallest ones. And I may need to use one other. But probably those 3 strips are the ones that I need. So, y'all, what I did, quick tip from me. Do you see this? Do you see those nails? They're just completely jacked. I decided last night that I was going to be smart, and I took my toe polish off wearing those non-latex kitchen gloves. Not like gloves that you wear for cleaning and dishes, but like the ones you use for when you're doing hot peppers. So this is just my nail prep pad. I'm just going to wipe all the oils off my toes. So yeah, I just use, you know, like when you're prepping hot peppers or whatever, I just put a couple of those gloves on to take off the polish from my toenails, thinking that would be good enough. Well, y'all, my Mineral Fusion, I mean, there weren't holes in the gloves when I was done, but these 3 fingers on this hand, which is what I used to take it off, were gummy. The nail polish was of my manicure. And I was like, what? So I just rinsed my hands really well and hoped it went away. And they did re-solidify, but it like jacked up my polish. So fair warning, if you think you're gonna be smart and try that, it may not really work out. So yeah, I got, right, getting the polish or the oils off my fingers, and we'll start. So I start with my big toe. You're gonna pull off the plastic and then the nail strip from the paper backing. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull the tab off. So one of these sides is wider than the other. Can you see that? This is just a little wider than this. So I'm gonna start with this. And I'm just gonna line it up against my cuticle like you normally would and press it down. And I'm going to use my scissors to cut it as close to my nail as I can with just like a little hangover. Press it down, and I'm just going to use my thumbnail to trim along all of the edges. Whereas normally I use a file, here I just use my thumbnail. So that is... got a little bit there. That's one done. Now I'm going to go straight over to my other big toe and line it up. And since this one's a little smaller, I'm going to have to stretch it just a little. So this is the drawback of using a mani set over a pedi set, because these, I normally have to stretch the big toe on the opposite side just a little bit. Because remember, we said this was a little bit smaller on this end. So I'm just going to lay it down. And y'all, the reason I did the side I wasn't going to have to stretch first is in case I tear it and jack it up, like mess up the other side, it won't ruin the whole strip, just the second half. Okay. So I'm just going to press it down, use my thumbnail to clean all the edges. Voila, a little bit more. So this is the toe. I think I talked to some of y'all about it. I kicked something right after I did my last pedicure. Broke this toenail down and it was like jagged and took half the polish off. I don't even remember what I kicked now, but okay, big toes down. Now I'm going to start with the little strips. Plastic, paper backing, tab. Now this system will not work if you use a design, but since I'm using a glitter, it would also work if you're using a solid. This will work just fine. So I'm going to start with my pinky toe, and this matches up perfectly for my pinky toe, which is why I'm starting here. I'm going to press it down, and instead of using scissors, I'm just going to use my thumb to score it. I'm just assuming y'all can see that. Yep, it's still on the camera. So there we go. Now I have like a jagged edge, but it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna slap it down over the next toe, press it down, and I'll just use my thumb to clean up those jagged edges at the cuticle edge. Press it down. And y'all, I'm just pushing my thumb under the edge of that nail to perforate it and take off the excess. Third toenail. Yep, we're still going strong. Push that down. Okay. Take off those little corners. So it just takes a tiny bit more cleanup since these are not curved past that first one I use. But y'all, look how much I'm getting. I've got a pedicure almost completely from that. So this, I don't know if you can see that, it's not quite wide enough, but I have that much of it left and my toenails are tiny. So I'm just going to turn it sideways, press it down, and then just clean up all the excess just by pushing down with my toenail to perforate the edge. Okay, tuck that under. Make sure that's good and sealed. So some of you were talking about how your toes were tiny. If your toes are tiny, this works really well. If they're not so tiny, you'll need a few more strips, but you can still piecemeal them together like this. It's not exclusive to tiny toes. This is also how I do tiny fingers. Like if I'm doing my niece's manicure or something. Okay, so that's half of a large strip and one small of the smallest strips. Go ahead and get that stuck to my stool. That's it. All right. Peel off the plastic, paper backing, and forgetting to look for comments. So if you have them, go ahead and drop them, or questions or whatever, and I will check them at the end. So again, since this matches my pinky toe, actually it doesn't. Let me flip it around. There we go. This one's even smaller. I started the pinky. Which obviously, normally I would do my thumbs last, but I did my big toe first because I'm not using it as a tool. It doesn't matter. All right, so that's a little short, so I'm going to flip this around and do that. There we go. Clean up the edge. Next. So the last time I did this video, it was like 11 minutes long. I know I talked at the front of this one and I didn't the last one, so this might take a little longer. And then let's see. Yep, not quite wide enough, so I'm just going to turn this baby sideways. Line it up against my cuticle. Press down. So y'all, last night, after I took my polish off, I scrubbed the calluses off my feet, cut my toenails, filed them down, and I buffed them. There's almost always polish on my toes, which means that it leaves them rough when I take it off. All right, so that's it. Complete pedicure. 1 of the biggest strips and 2 of the smallest strips. Ta-da! Okay, let's see. A little more joggling. Sorry, y'all. Give me a sec. Okay, I can't see the comments, so. Oh, y'all had none. Okay, well, that is it. That is my pedicure. I will save this and repost it for y'all. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.